650 AM WSM and WSMonline.com. I'm Eric Marcum, and I'm backstage here at the Grand Ole Opry House in the Women of Country dressing room, and it's so fitting because I'm with one of CMT's next Women of Country, Lindsay Ell. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me. It's amazing to be in this room. This is probably my favorite dressing room.
It's really cool. I think they have like 18, 19 dressing rooms back here, all different themes.
It's insane.
And it's so cool to be in this one.
I mean, there's a sparkly couch.
Right.
Like
glitter all over the place.
How much better can it get?
What does it mean for you each and every time you get to walk out on that opera stage?
You know, it's so humbling to walk out on that stage and know all the legends that have come before me, and there's a level of responsibility, that comes with walking out there and being like, all right, I have to carry the flag. It's almost like every artist sort of passes it on, and as new members are inducted into the Opry, this family keeps growing and growing and growing, and the caliber, I think, the bar keeps getting raised higher and higher. So it's amazing to be here. It's amazing to be a part of this EP. I'm just I'm really grateful.
Like you said, you're a featured artist on the Opry 9.0 Volume 2, along with Chris Jansen and Mo Pitney. Walk me through the day that you got the call that you were going to be on this new EP with these guys.
Well, I think we gave him a new nickname this morning, but Sweet Pete Fisher called me, and Sweet Pete! He's either going to love me or hate me for that. But he gave me the call and invited me to be a part of this EP, and I remember just being like, are you serious? This is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I remember last year EP, and it's so special to have live performances from artists that I really, really respect, and I was like, what a great idea. And then fast forward, I heard that Chris Jansen was going to be a part of it, and Mo Pitney was going to be a part of it, and then to finally get the call from Pete being like, hey Lindsay, would you like to be the girl to round out this EP? And I was like, are you kidding me?
That's
of course.
Great. It's so special, yeah. You've really honed in on your craft, especially on the guitar. It's really great to hear you play. How long have you been playing, and who were some of the people you listened to for the first time growing up?
I started playing guitar when I was 8 years old. I actually started playing piano when I was 6, and then it was a lot cooler to play Shania Twain songs on the guitar, and so I picked it up, and it became like another limb off my body ever since. And I had a lot of influences growing up. Like Chet Atkins was really my early influence. I used to go to bluegrass camps with my dad, and I'd be the tiny little blonde girl carrying around this huge acoustic guitar, following him and all of his friends, and just learning how to flat pick and fingerstyle. Tommy Emmanuel was another huge influence. Yes. And then in my teens, I started listening to Stevie Ray Vaughan and Clapton and Hendrix, and it sort of rounded out my guitar vocabulary.
Right. Well, you're an expert at covering songs. I was strolling through YouTube, looking at all the songs that were on there. There were a lot of really cool things, and you do your own dynamic on there. You really give it your own flavor. What's been the most difficult song to cover?
That's a good question.
Was it Simlish?
Oh my goodness! I'm so glad you know that. Yes, Simlish was definitely the most difficult. I always love taking songs from different formats sometimes and flipping them around, or taking a fast song and making it slow, and a slow song making it fast. But Simlish, for those of you who don't know, is the language of the Sims, and the video game, I guess. Yeah. And I had to learn a whole language. And actually, if you go on YouTube or Google, you can find Lady Antebellum, Luke Bryan. They've all sang copies of their singles in Simlish, and it was the weirdest vocal session I've ever had, because you get kind of this lyric sheet. They generate you a lyric sheet of your song in Simlish, and then you have to find out how to pronounce it. And so there's somebody there to help you kind of coach you through, but it was definitely the hardest thing.
This is really fun to do. It's neat.
Very fun, absolutely.
That's Lindsay Ell. She's a part of the Opry 9.0 Volume 2 that's out now. Head out in stores and pick it up for yourself. I'm Eric Marcum from backstage here at the Grand Ole Opry House. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, this is Eric Marcum. If you like this video and you want to see more, click the subscribe button below.